Good morning, students. Welcome to the Tiger broadcast for November 6th. I'm Melissa Cripe, and I'm one of the guidance counselors for Connecting Waters, and I am the CTE coordinator. So today I am here with Chef Chris. He does our CTE culinary pathway, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this awesome kitchen that we have at CV and some of our other classes. Hi, this is Melissa Cripe again, and I just want to explain a little bit about the CTE classes. So over here on this side, you can see that these classes listed below are intro to culinary classes. And even though they are CTE classes taught by a CTE credentialed chef, they do not work into the CTE pathway for completion. So they're more like introduction classes. So hands-on cooking is available at all school sites. CV obviously is in the kitchen that Chef Chris is going to show you a little bit later. And CV and C-Web have kitchens that we set up when we go there. Baking and pastry is a class open to high school students only. We do every other week. So every other week it's at CV on Wednesdays. And then the following week it's online. And students only need to participate in one of those options. So if they come in person, they don't come online. And that's for 2.5 credits a semester. At CV, we also have started a garden. So we have a culinary gardening class that meets on Fridays, and that's open to students who are 6th through 12th grade. And the students are really enjoying that one. So on the other side over here, you're going to see the classes that are actually the CTE pathway. So these are for the students who want to be a CTE completer. So it is a 2-year commitment. The first class is called CTE Culinary Arts 1, and the students meet with the teacher online once a week, and then they work on projects at home. They have a textbook, they follow specific CTE standards, and it's like a regular Canvas course that we have for the high schoolers. The second class in the culinary pathway is called Culinary Arts. Looks like I misspelled it. Whoops. Culinary Arts Internship. So this is also online. It's the second year of the pathway. So students need to do Culinary Arts 1, then they go to Culinary Arts Internship, and part of the internship is students will either participate in an internship in the community or they will do the cafe intern class at school. So the credits are coming from enrollment in this Culinary Arts Internship class, and then they're doing one or other of these classes. So we are having so much fun this year with all of our culinary arts students, and we look forward to meeting more students next year. Thank you so much.
I think one of the most important things to know about taking these classes is that when you come into here, the first classes, hands-on, culinary gardening, very relaxed. You get to know the equipment, you get the feel of the kitchen, what it sounds like, what it smells like. And then you take other classes like Culinary 1A, 1B, and get more into the career. From those classes, you should be able to know all the terminology, the cuts, everything there is about the industry and should be able to go right into the career. Some of the biggest takeaways from the class, if you follow all the way through the career pathway, is that when you go to college, you're going to be able to cook healthy meals for yourself. You'll be able to go grocery shopping confidently. You will be able to do small dinners, small lunches, or big lunches, big dinners. You'll be confident in the kitchen. You might even be able to show your roommates or family and friends how to do what you do. One thing about the CTE is when you start culinary 1A, 1B, that's where the career pathway begins. It goes into internship. We also have another class, cafe. That particular class, culinary 1A, cafe are prerequisites for those classes. The reason for is everything that you learn in there, you carry on into cafe. And cafe is supposed to be a mock restaurant. We serve staff and students here under minimum pressure, but we have to plan, multitask, stuff like that. So those are the pathways for culinary. The other classes, they're kind of like light, fun, but still serious. I would say to that student, you should take this class just to find out. It's a great place to get that experience without going into a real world situation and have that stress level sit on top of your shoulders. Here you can relax and think about what you're doing versus having anxiety or maybe just locking up and not being able to do what needs to be done. Well, for culinary 1A, there is cooking at home. With internship, there is cooking at home. So yes, encourage them to cook by helping out with getting groceries. I try to put out my recipes ahead of time so that way parents do know what to get for the next assignment. But I also allow ample amount of time from the time I assign the assignment for it to be done grocery shopping. But a lot of times just make sure those stapled items are around. That could help. But just encourage them to say, come on in, just get a feel for it. Because the way I run my classes is the same way I run a kitchen, but without, like Gordon Ramsay style. One of my favorite things about teaching these classes is to get to see the new generations excited about working in the industry. I get to tell my stories about the industry and hopefully give my experience, and hopefully they can latch on and take that as their experience and maybe either not make the same mistake or just get a feel for what the industry really is like versus what TV will tell you.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Remember that Friday is no school for Veterans Day. I'm Melissa Cripe, and this is
Chef Chris.
And this has been the Tiger Broadcast.